Hey, if you're a local business and you have zero budget or very little to spend on marketing, and you're wondering, what can I do that is effective without having to spend any money at all, right? And still get some leads coming through and stand a chance of actually getting your ideal customers finding you and then converting them into sales. That's what I'm going to talk about in this episode of Future Steps Creative. Hey, welcome back to another episode of Future Steps Creative. My name is Marlon, and I do this podcast and other content around website strategy, especially to make sure you optimize for conversions in terms of making sure you can get leads and sales so you can actually generate more revenue for your business, and also how to attract ideal clients with content that you publish online. Okay, so one of the biggest challenges with especially small businesses is that marketing is something that isn't the first priority, simply because either there's a lack of understanding of what to do with marketing, or there's a lack of budget, and therefore it's kind of like paralyzing for a lot of small businesses, and they end up relying, or business owners end up relying on referrals, which is okay, but you can't control that. Or you might rely on your existing clients to stick around, and that's something that is like a time bomb. People are going to end up, circumstances are going to change, and people are going to end up like not having, you're going to lose clients, or you're going to lose customers, and you need to make sure you have the top of the funnel, the pipeline being, filled at all times. So I want to talk about a couple of ways that traditionally businesses, especially small businesses, default to, because they think that maybe this is the way, or they think this is the only way. Now, social media is the first way, and this is easy to do for most people. So if you have a product or service to sell, typically you're going to want to set up a social media profile or several, and start just publishing any and every kind of content that you can publish, hopefully to attract your ideal client. Now, this is ineffective nowadays because there's a lot of noise on social media, simply because it's so accessible to anyone. So you find that so many people are on there doing all sorts of things, trying to get the attention and disrupt the users of social media. So it's not sort of like the best way to organically market. So if you're going to do social media, what needs to happen is that you need to have a budget to pay for ads. And with ads, you have to know what you're doing in order to get a return on investment. And sometimes you can't get a return on investment depending on your business model, and it's cost prohibitive. The next way is to show up in Google. Now, some people think that automatically once you have your website up online, you're just going to show up for everything that you do with your services and so on. It doesn't work like that. With SEO, search engine optimization, that's the process of actually optimizing your website and content that you have on your website to be able to show up higher in the results. Because what Google, I'm going to talk about Google because that's the main search engine that people use. They need content to match back with Google, with searches that people are putting in on the platform. So say someone's searching for a plumber, or someone searching for a certain type of service or whatever. Your website can potentially show up if you have the correct pages that is good enough, that Google considers good enough in terms of the content to show up that matches with that search. The issue now with that is if you're in a strong or a highly competitive area where there's lots of other businesses that operate the same type of services and they already have content and their website's been around for a long time, it is going to be next to impossible to beat them or to even show up near to them. So if you look at the search results in Google, you have so many other pages that people don't even click through to. So you're going to probably be on one of the last pages, and you're not going to get that much traffic, if any at all, coming from these searches unless you get up to the, page 1, page 2, page 1, and then going up higher on the list. And, it depends on how much content you're publishing and so on. My point is, it can take a long time to do SEO and a lot of money, because SEO professionals will charge anywhere from $500 to $1,000 or more to manage your SEO strategy. And then you need to have that budget to publish content, to get content writers to write the content, and also produce videos if you want to really dial in and take it to that next level. Because most people have blog posts which are written, but videos, you have to be able to publish videos nowadays to even get higher results with your SEO. So what gives, right? What do you do if you have zero or very little money to put towards your marketing? Well, this is specifically for local businesses, and what I'm going to share with you right now is a way to leapfrog the whole SEO process, the whole traditional SEO process that I just explained, and still show up high on the first page of the results in Google. And this is with a service called Google My Business. This is from Google, and it's been around for a long time, actually since 2014. And what Google has been doing they've been working on this project to have a list of local services and local businesses in general on their database that they will serve up in the results, because you'll have a profile that they will show. So this is not your website. This is actually a profile that Google has on their platform, and you have to claim it. They have it on the platform. You have to claim that profile. It is free. So that's where I'm talking about. You don't need to spend any money unless you obviously want to pay for any help to get it done. And essentially, if someone's putting in local searches, so plumber near me, or Indian restaurant near me, or accountant near me, or add the city or locality, the name of the area. Let's say you're in New York or London, you add that name to the end of it, like plumber in London, and so on, right? So what Google does is it will check where the person is searching from, because you have GPS coordinates, etc. And they will only show the results for local businesses within a certain radius, right? So if you are a physical business, right, like a shop or anything like that, or a service-based business that's not fixed, you serve people by going to them. You have what's called a service area, so plumbers, electricians, people that go out and deliver their services to a location in the area to the client. This is what you can do, and essentially your profile will show up quite largely in a section along the side or at the top of the search results page. And this is normally above the blog posts and just below the paid ads. So as a result of that, you get a lot more visibility, and you get a lot more traffic or eyeballs visibility on what you're doing. And you want to connect that then through to your website. So when people come to that profile and they're happy with what they've seen, they can go to the site and let your conversion process take over on your website to convert them into a lead and a sale. Whether this is to contact you via the site or to actually buy what you have right there and then on the site. So you want to check that out. I do have a free training on this that you can request. If you head over to my website, marlonmcpherson.com, I hopefully should have a page at some point put up with where you can actually just put in your details, and I'll send the training to you. It's a video that walks you through how you can get set up and how you can actually utilize it to obviously make it work for you. And if you do need some help with that as well, I do have some services on the back end of that if you want to get some additional support with it. So do check that out. If not, and you don't see it, just email me, info@marlonmcpherson.com, and I will get that link sent through to you. And hopefully you can get set up on this and jump on it. Now, it's like with anything, when it's new, you do have to get in there as early as possible. The longer you leave it, the more your competitors will jump on and get ahead of you. Just like with traditional SEO, the people that started early and had their websites up online and had their content optimized and published, they are the ones that are showing up high in the search results, and it's really hard to pull them down because they're making a lot of money already, and they're putting that money into publishing more content or updating their articles and so on. So you have to really get ahead of your competition if you want to actually get a foothold in whatever platform. So just like with social media, early on when Facebook started or when Instagram came out and so on, the people that got on there early are the people that really, and they're stuck with it, are the people that are actually way, way ahead, and you can't really touch them. So check out Google My Business and get it set up as soon as you can for your local business. Now, if you've got a website and you'd like to get some outside perspective on how well your website is likely to convert, and also the user experience and so on and so forth, I do some free website reviews every month. You can request that by heading over to marlonmcpherson.com/website review, and I'm putting your request, and hopefully I can give you some tips and some pointers on how you can increase the results that you're getting from your website in terms of conversions, and also any pointers on general strategy where that's concerned. That's it for this episode. Check out one of my other episodes or videos wherever you're listening or watching this from, and I'll speak to you in the next one. Take care.